You didn't land here by randomness or boredom. Something quiet in you beneath the noise of the day wanted this moment. A pause, a breath, a break from the endless motion. Maybe you've been running toward success, running after attention, or chasing love in places that never feel solid beneath your feet. But deep down, you know none of it brings the peace you imagined it would. And that's not weakness, that's awareness waking up. The Stoics understood this ache. They lived in palaces, battlefields, senate halls, places full of noise and ego. And yet, they wrote about stillness. They warned about what not to chase. Marcus Aurelius, one of the most powerful men in history, once said, "If you are distressed by anything external, the pain is not due to the thing itself, but to your estimate of it." He wasn't telling you to stop feeling. He was telling you to stop letting your value be decided by what lies outside of you. You're here because part of you already knows this. The chase is exhausting, and you're ready to drop it. In this video, you'll explore 8 things the Stoics say you should never chase, and why letting them go might be the most powerful act of self-respect. Not because you're giving up, but because you're waking up. Stick around, and if this kind of quiet strength resonates with you, feel free to subscribe. No hype, no noise, just timeless reminders for a world that forgets what truly matters. Number 1, don't chase validation. It makes you a slave. You wake up and reach for your phone. Before your feet even touch the floor, you've already scanned likes, comments, messages, some kind of signal that you still matter. You don't call it validation, but that's what it is. And here's the quiet truth the Stoics would whisper to you. If they were alive today, the more you chase being seen, the more invisible your inner self becomes. Epictetus said, "If you want to improve, be content to be thought foolish and stupid." At first glance, it sounds extreme, but look closer, and you'll see a kind of freedom most people never touch. Because if you need everyone's approval, then everyone owns a piece of you. Validation is slippery. You do something kind and wait for thanks. You share something brave and hope for praise. You stay silent and hope they notice your restraint. It's a prison without walls. Imagine a bird constantly checking whether the sky approves of its flight. It forgets how to soar. You forget how to simply be without performing. The Stoics weren't against community. They valued honesty, duty, connection. But they were ruthless about one thing: never give your piece away to public opinion. Seneca wrote that we suffer more in imagination than in reality, and nothing fuels that suffering like wondering what people think of you. Here's the metaphor. Chasing validation is like chasing your own shadow. You see the outline, you run toward it, but it always stays just out of reach. And the faster you run, the faster it slips away. So what's the alternative? It starts with a pause. You pause before posting something just to be seen. You pause before over-explaining yourself to sound smart. You pause before saying yes when your heart means no, just because you want them to like you. In those pauses, you practice a different kind of strength. One the world doesn't reward loudly, but one the soul remembers. What if today you let people misunderstand you? What if you let someone think you're boring, average, unimpressive? Would your value change? The Stoics would say no. Your value isn't in how they see you. It's in how you hold yourself, even when no one's looking. Epictetus taught that some things are within our control and others are not. You don't control how others see you, but you do control your character. And character, unlike image, cannot be taken. It can only be given away. So practice letting go, not of relationships or community, but of the need to be validated by them. You speak because truth matters, not because applause follows. You act with kindness because it aligns with your values, not because it earns recognition. You create because it nourishes you, not because it gets shared. That's Stoicism. That's inner freedom. That's the end of the chase. You no longer live to be seen. You live to see clearly. to act with intention, to stay rooted even when the world is blowing sideways. Reflect on this: who are you when no one is watching? The answer to that question will either build your peace or show you what needs to be let go. Let go of the chase, and you'll find something rarer than praise. You'll find yourself. Number 2, don't chase wealth. You'll never have enough. You've probably heard the line, money doesn't buy happiness. But let's be honest, it's hard to believe that when you're worried about bills, when success is measured in numbers, and when the world screams, more is better. But what if the chase for wealth isn't just exhausting, it's blinding? Seneca once said, "It is not the man who has too little, but the man who craves more that is poor." Sit with that. Not poor in currency, but in clarity. Poor in peace, because here's what happens when you chase wealth. Every milestone becomes a mirage. You hit your goal, and the goalpost moves. You upgrade your car, but now your house feels small. You hit 6 figures, and suddenly 7 becomes the new enough. It never ends. The Stoics weren't anti-money. They weren't preaching poverty or self-denial, but they were brutally honest about this. The problem isn't money, it's the illusion that more will finally fix the void inside. And so, we chase. We stay in jobs we hate for a paycheck. We spend what we don't have to impress people we don't know. We sacrifice time, our most non-renewable asset, for numbers on a screen. Here's the metaphor. Chasing wealth is like drinking seawater. You feel thirst, you drink, but each sip makes you thirstier. You're never quenched. You're only caught in a cycle that deepens the hunger. The Stoics taught that true wealth is in needing less. Epictetus lived with nothing, and yet when asked about his fortune, he said, "I have nothing to fear. My freedom is my wealth." Imagine that kind of richness, the kind where you own your time. You sleep deeply because you're not calculating net worth. You create because you love the craft, not because it's monetizable. You help someone and expect nothing in return. Now ask yourself, what do you really want money to buy? Security, freedom, joy. Because here's the twist. Those things don't come after you get more. They come when you need less. When you reduce the cravings, the rest follows naturally. So how do you practice this? Start simple. Gratitude, not the hashtag version, but the quiet, everyday noticing. Notice what you have that you once prayed for. Notice the warmth of your bed, the bite of cold air on your skin, the joy of food prepared slowly. Practice limits not as punishment, but as protection. Set boundaries on spending, on working, on obsessing. Let enough be enough, at least for now. Seneca wrote, "Wealth consists not in having great possessions, but in having few wants." So instead of asking, "How can I make more?" try asking, "How can I live better with less?" Because here's the truth the Stoics left us. Wealth isn't bad, but chasing it, clinging to it, centering your identity around it, that's when you lose yourself. And the world has too many people who are rich in money, but bankrupt in spirit. You don't need to renounce ambition. You don't need to reject success. You just need to know what it's for and what it's costing you. So reflect with honesty. At what point does enough finally arrive? The answer won't be found in the next paycheck, but in your own ability to stop chasing and start choosing depth over display, choosing stillness over status, choosing to be free. Number 3, don't chase love, let it come freely. Love. It's the one thing almost everyone longs for, to be seen, to be held, to belong. But when love becomes something you chase, something you try to win, it slips through your fingers like dry sand. The Stoics didn't write sonnets about romance. They didn't glorify passion or heartache, but they spoke profoundly about human connection and warned against making it the center of your self-worth. Musonius Rufus, one of the lesser-known Stoics, taught that true partnership is rooted in virtue, not in desire or need. He believed love should be a natural expression of shared values, not a performance of insecurity and approval seeking. And yet, how many of us chase love like a prize to be earned? We change ourselves, we shrink, we overgive. We tolerate mistreatment just to avoid being alone. But here's what Stoicism teaches. Anything you chase from desperation will eventually own you. Love that must be chased is rarely love at all. It's longing disguised. It's fear masked as devotion. Here's the metaphor. Chasing love is like trying to catch a butterfly with your hands. The tighter you grip, the further it flies. But if you become still, gentle, and rooted, sometimes it lands on your shoulder when you least expect it. The Stoics would urge you to ask, why do you want love? Is it because you feel empty without it? Is it because your worth feels tied to being chosen? Or is it because you have so much to give that it overflows? Only one of those answers leads to freedom. Seneca reminded us, he who is brave is free. Brave enough to be alone. Brave enough to not settle. Brave enough to not confuse being needed with being loved. And so, how do you practice this? You start by sitting with your own company without judgment. You stop chasing closure from people who never gave you clarity. You stop bending yourself into shapes that don't fit just to make someone stay. Instead, you ask, does this connection make me more myself or less? Do I feel expanded or drained? Is this love reciprocal or just convenient for them? You start showing up whole, not as a half waiting to be completed, not as a project waiting to be fixed, but as someone who brings peace with them, not someone who demands it from others. And when love does come, you don't grip it, you don't control it, you meet it, you nurture it, you allow it to grow with you, not instead of you, because you've stopped chasing. And in doing so, you've become someone worth choosing not out of need, but out of alignment. Reflect on this. Is it love you're seeking, or just relief from loneliness? They look similar from a distance, but they feel very different when you're still. The Stoics didn't write love letters, but they lived with integrity, which is the soil that real love grows in. So be still, be true, be ready to receive, but never chase. Love isn't something to catch. It's something to recognize when your soul is quiet enough to see it. Number 4, don't chase control. You'll always feel powerless. You plan, you organize, you try to anticipate every outcome, every reaction, every twist life might throw at you. And still, things fall apart, people leave, plans unravel. The unexpected shows up without knocking. And when it does, you're left asking, what did I do wrong? But maybe the question isn't what you did. Maybe it's what you were trying to control in the first place. The Stoics had a name for this illusion, the false god of control. Epictetus made it clear, make the best use of what is in your power and take the rest as it happens. It sounds simple, but it's one of the hardest truths to accept. Because the modern world praises the one who controls every detail, the one who makes it happen, the one who holds it all together. But Stoicism teaches the opposite. The one who clings to control is not powerful. They're fragile. Why? Because life, by its very nature, is unpredictable. You don't control the weather. You don't control what others say. You don't control the past. You don't even fully control your own thoughts, but you do control your response. Here's the metaphor. Trying to control life is like trying to hold the wind in your hands. The tighter you squeeze, the more you feel it slip away. And in that slipping, you panic. You tighten your grip. You try to control even more, and the cycle deepens. So what do the Stoics offer instead? They offer discernment. The wisdom to know the difference between what's within your control and what isn't. Marcus Aurelius reminded himself daily, you have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this and you will find strength. That's the shift. from grasping at outcomes to mastering your reactions, from obsessing over the what-ifs to returning to the what is. So how do you live this? You start small. When someone interrupts you, you don't try to control their tone. You control your response. When traffic delays your schedule, you don't try to move the cars. You return to patience. When plans fall through, you don't collapse. You adapt, not passively, not with defeat, but with presence. You begin to orient your peace not around certainty, but around your ability to meet uncertainty with calm. That's Stoic control, not of the world, but of yourself. And this inner steadiness, it radiates outward. It changes how people see you. You become the calm in the storm. Not because you control the storm, but because you no longer need to. Reflect on this. What if your peace wasn't tied to the outcome? What if things didn't have to go your way for you to feel okay? This doesn't mean you stop planning or that you don't care. It means you focus your energy where it has the most impact on your choices, your mindset, your actions. Because chasing control is a race you will never win. But cultivating resilience, that's a practice that sets you free. So let go, not in weakness, but in strength. Because the one who releases the need to control regains the power to live. Number 5, don't chase reputation. It's a house built on sand. You walk into a room and you wonder, what do they think of me? You post something online and hours later, you're still checking how many liked it, who commented, did it land well? You might not call it chasing reputation. You might call it branding or presence or making a good impression. But underneath all the polished words, there's a fear that if others don't see you the right way, you might not be enough. And this is where the Stoics were clear. Reputation is a shadow, not a foundation. Marcus Aurelius, emperor of Rome, wrote in his Meditations, "What is fame? A bit of smoke blown on the wind." Imagine that. One of the most powerful men in history, reminding himself that what others think of him is wind, unstable, fickle, gone by morning. And yet, how often do we build our identity on it? We present versions of ourselves carefully edited. We say what will be well received. We play safe in conversations, not out of malice, but out of a subtle, constant fear of being misjudged. But here's the truth. Chasing reputation is like sculpting statues in the sand. You build and build, but the tide always comes. A rumor, a mistake, a change in public mood. Suddenly, what you've built starts to erode. The Stoics weren't against having a good name. In fact, they valued integrity deeply. But they taught that your reputation should be the byproduct of your virtue, not the goal. Because if you live for approval, you will betray yourself. Slowly, subtly, silently. You'll say yes when you mean no. You'll stay silent when your truth matters. You'll start performing, not living. So what's the Stoic alternative? Live according to your values, not their applause. Epictetus said, if you want to improve, be content to be thought foolish and stupid. This isn't about being careless or arrogant. It's about letting go of the false urgency to be admired. It's about finding peace in being unseen, so long as your conscience is clear. You don't control others' judgments. You only control your intent, your words, your actions. And ironically, when you stop trying to be liked, you become deeply respected, not by everyone, but by the ones who matter. So how do you practice this? You check in, not out there, but in here. You ask, am I doing this because it's right, or because I want recognition? Would I act the same way if no one ever knew? And when the temptation to perform rises, you pause, you breathe. You anchor yourself back to who you are, not who they want you to be. Here's a simple metaphor. Your reputation is the echo, but your character is the voice. Don't shape your voice to control the echo. Let the echo follow where your truth leads. Reflect on this. If no one praised you again, would you still do what you do? Would you still speak with compassion, Still create with passion. Still walk your path, even if it's quiet. That's Stoic strength. Not performative, not theatrical, just grounded. So stop sculpting statues in sand. Build instead on the stone of your values. Reputation may rise or fall, but character, that's yours to keep. Number 6. Don't chase pleasure. It dulls your spirit. It starts small. A scroll to escape your thoughts. A snack when you're not hungry, just restless. A binge of distraction, not joy. You tell yourself it's harmless. You deserve it. You've earned a little pleasure after everything you've endured. But slowly something starts to shift. What once felt like a treat becomes a crutch. What once felt like freedom starts to feel like a trap. The Stoics were not anti-pleasure. They drank wine, they laughed, they embraced life. But they were fiercely cautious about pleasure pursued without discipline. Seneca warned pleasure without restraint leads to ruin, because what begins as comfort often ends in numbness. And here's the danger. Chasing pleasure makes life easier on the surface, but emptier underneath. It trains your mind to avoid discomfort at all costs, to reach for stimulation instead of reflection, to escape instead of endure. Here's the metaphor. Chasing pleasure is like eating only sugar. It's sweet at first, comforting, even addictive. But over time, it rots the body and dulls the senses. You crave more but feel less. The Stoics believed that the highest good wasn't pleasure. It was virtue, strength, wisdom, integrity. Pleasure, when sought for its own sake, distracts from these deeper pursuits, because true joy doesn't come from indulgence. It comes from alignment. Marcus Aurelius asked himself, is this action necessary? Not does it feel good, but is it right? Is it useful? Does it nourish what matters? So how do you break the cycle? You start by noticing the moments when you reach for pleasure, not out of celebration, but out of escape. You feel bored, so you scroll. You feel stressed, so you snack. You feel anxious, so you shop. And in those moments, you pause. You don't punish yourself. You observe. You ask, what am I really needing right now? Is this choice aligned with who I want to become? Will this give me energy or take it? You don't have to reject pleasure. You just learn to choose it rather than chase it. You choose the kind of pleasure that's earned, not impulsive. A deep conversation, a slow walk in the sun, a creative flow state, a hard workout, a meal prepared with love. These things don't dull the spirit, they awaken it. The difference is subtle, but powerful, because the world will always dangle easy pleasures in front of you, but Stoicism teaches you to look past them, to choose the path of meaning over the path of comfort. And over time, you begin to enjoy more by needing less. You stop feeding cravings and start feeding your character. You stop numbing emotions and start understanding them. You stop chasing stimulation and start embracing stillness. Reflect on this. Are you enjoying life, or just trying to not feel? Because joy and numbness can wear the same mask, but only one will leave you feeling alive. Let your pleasures be mindful. Let your indulgence be rare and intentional. Let your discipline become your joy. You don't need to escape your life. You need to be fully present in it. And in that presence, even the simplest moments become a feast. Number 7. Don't chase revenge. It poisons the seeker. They hurt you. They lied. They disrespected you in a way that still stings. And a part of you wants to even the scales, not for justice, but for satisfaction, to show them, to make them feel what you felt. It's natural, it's human, but it's also dangerous. The Stoics knew this impulse well. They saw how quickly the desire for revenge twists the soul, how it turns pain into obsession and anger into a form of self-destruction. Seneca warned how much better to heal than to seek revenge. because revenge, while it may feel righteous in the moment, rarely ends with peace. It ends with emptiness, regret, or worse, more damage that cycles back toward you. Here's the metaphor. Chasing revenge is like drinking poison and expecting the other person to suffer. You carry the bitterness, you feed the fire, and while you're burning inside, they may not even know you're hurting. But this isn't about letting others off the hook. It's not about pretending it didn't matter. It's about this: you don't heal by hurting back. You heal by rising above the need to. The Stoics believed in justice, yes, but personal vendettas. Those were beneath a wise person. Why? Because if someone wrongs you and you stoop to their level, you've allowed their actions to define your character. And Stoicism teaches that your response is your power. Epictetus wrote, "It is not things themselves that disturb us, but our opinions about them." When you carry the weight of what they did, you suffer twice. So how do you let go? Start by naming the feeling, not burying it, facing it. Say, "I feel betrayed, I feel angry, I feel dismissed." Own the truth without letting it control you. Then ask yourself, what outcome am I truly after? Do you want an apology, or do you want to win? Do you want healing, or do you want to keep the wound open? If your peace depends on them hurting too, you've given them control. But if your peace depends on your values, you've taken it back. Let justice belong to systems, not to your personal vendetta, and let your energy serve your growth, not your grudges. This isn't weakness, it's strength restrained. It's rising above when everything in you wants to strike. Reflect on this. Is it justice you seek, or just an echo of your pain? Because sometimes we chase revenge not because we want to hurt them, but because we want someone to understand how deeply we were hurt. But there's another way. You can transform pain into wisdom. You can set a boundary and walk away. You can rebuild yourself quietly until the wound no longer defines your story. That's the Stoic path. You don't get the last word, you get the final piece. You don't win, you heal. So drop the poison. Let them carry their actions. You carry your freedom. Number 8, don't chase certainty. It doesn't exist. You want to know, to be sure, to plan the path and predict the outcome. You want guarantees in your work, your relationships, your future. And when you don't get them, anxiety creeps in, doubt, restlessness. You start asking questions that have no answers yet and fearing futures that haven't happened. This is the quiet trap chasing certainty in an uncertain world. The Stoics knew this chase well, and they warned us not to confuse control with clarity. Zeno, the founder of Stoicism, taught that wisdom comes from living in harmony with nature, and nature. It's not predictable. It doesn't offer guarantees. It flows, adapts, and surprises. To seek certainty is to resist the flow of life, to demand from reality a kind of stability it never promised. Here's the metaphor. Chasing certainty is like trying to freeze a river mid-flow. You want it to stop, to solidify, to behave the way you expect. But rivers aren't meant to stop. They're meant to move. And the moment you try to hold them still, you lose the beauty of the motion. When you chase certainty, your life shrinks. You say no to opportunities because you're afraid they might fail. You stay in toxic situations because at least they're familiar. You don't speak your truth because you can't predict the response. And slowly, your world gets smaller. The Stoics offer something radical. Let go of the need to know. Live today fully without demanding tomorrow to show its face. Marcus Aurelius wrote, "Don't let your reflection on the whole sweep of life crush you. Don't fill your mind with all the bad things that might still happen. Stay focused on the present situation. This isn't about passivity. It's about perspective. It's choosing presence over prediction. It's training your soul to stand steady in the unknown, not waiting for the unknown to disappear." So how do you practice this? You start by noticing when your mind spirals into what if. What if I fail? What if they leave? What if I regret it? You pause, you breathe. You bring yourself back to what is not what might be. You journal, you meditate, you speak to the part of you that demands a perfect map and remind it no one ever had one. Even the most prepared, the most careful, the most thoughtful, they've been surprised by life. And some of those surprises, they led to something better. Stoicism teaches you to walk into the unknown with eyes open, not because you have all the answers, but because your peace is no longer tied to having them. You start living more freely when you stop needing everything to go right. You say yes to imperfect beginnings. You leave when staying would mean betraying yourself. You speak your truth not because it's safe, but because it's real. Reflect on this. What might open up if you let go of needing to know? What dreams would you chase? What courage would return? What weight would fall from your shoulders? The world does not offer certainty, but it offers possibility. It offers moments, fleeting, fragile, beautiful. And when you stop demanding guarantees, you begin to actually live. You step into your days with a calmer heart, not because you figured everything out, but because you've learned how to stand still in the storm. Let the river flow. Let the path twist. Let the answers come when they're ready. You don't chase certainty anymore. You choose clarity in your response, and that is enough. Final reflection. The chase ends here. You came here looking for clarity, and maybe in some quiet way for permission. Permission to stop running, to stop proving, to stop chasing. Because deep down you already knew the more you chase what's outside of you, the further you drift from what's within. The Stoics didn't promise a life without desire. They didn't tell you to detach from everything and live in a cave. They simply said, don't let the world own you. Don't chase validation. You are already enough. Don't chase wealth. You already have more than you see. Don't chase love. Let it come to someone who isn't desperate for it. Don't chase control. Life was never meant to be pinned down. Don't chase reputation. Be remembered for your truth, not your image. Don't chase pleasure. Choose meaning, not distraction. Don't chase revenge. You are not your pain. Don't chase certainty. Learn to stand where the ground moves. Because here's the quiet truth. What you chase owns you. What you let go of sets you free. And if you forget this tomorrow, come back here. Come back to your breath. Come back to your center. Come back to this path, not loud, not flashy, but steady. The Stoics aren't here to give you rules. They're here to remind you that you already have what matters. You just have to stop chasing everything else long enough to feel it. And if that message feels like something you need again and again, subscribe or don't. This isn't about growth hacks or algorithms. This is about building a life that no longer depends on the chase. The path begins now, and it begins with stillness.